Making money through digital marketing has become easy. Now there are lots of ways online to do job and earn as much. Hello everyone, this is Saad and my today's video is on how to do digital marketing. Before going further, please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel by pressing the red bell icon. Don't miss my videos. What is digital marketing? Digital marketing, also called online marketing, refers to all marketing efforts that occur on the internet. Businesses leverage digital channels such as search engines, social media, email, and other websites to connect with current and prospective customers. This also includes communication through text or multimedia messages. How does a business define digital marketing? At this stage, digital marketing is vital for your business and brand awareness. It seems like every other brand has a website. And if they don't, they at least have a social media presence or digital ad strategy. Digital content and marketing is so common that consumers now expect and rely on it as a way to learn about brands. Because digital marketing has so many options and strategies associated with it, you can get creative and experiment with a variety of marketing tactics on a budget. Digital marketing is defined by the use of numerous digital tactics and channels to connect with customers where they spend much of their time online. The best digital marketers have a clear picture of how each digital marketing campaign supports their overarching goals. And depending on the goals of their marketing strategy, marketers can support a larger campaign through the free and paid channels at their disposal. Why is digital marketing important? Digital marketing helps you reach a larger audience than you could through traditional methods and target the prospects who are most likely to buy your product or service. Additionally, it's often more cost-effective than traditional advertising and enables you to measure success on a daily basis and pivot as you see fit. There are a few major benefits of digital marketing. You can focus your efforts on only the prospects most likely to purchase your product or service. It's more cost-effective than outbound marketing methods. Digital marketing evens the playing field within your industry and allows you to compete with bigger brands. Digital marketing is measurable. It's easier to adapt and change a digital marketing strategy. Digital marketing can improve your conversion rate and the quality of your leads. You can engage audiences at every stage with digital marketing. Let's dive into them now. 1. You can focus your efforts on only the prospects most likely to purchase your product or service. If you place an advertisement on TV, in a magazine, or on a billboard, you have limited control over who sees the ad. Of course, you can measure certain demographics, including the magazine's typical readership or the demographic of a certain neighborhood, but it's still largely a shot in the dark. Digital marketing, on the other hand, allows you to identify and target a highly specific audience and send that audience personalized, high-converting marketing messages. For instance, you might take advantage of social media's targeting features to show social media ads to a certain audience based on variables such as age, gender, location, interests, networks, or behaviors. Alternatively, you might use PPC or SEO strategies to serve ads to users who have shown interest in your product or service or who have searched for specific keywords that relate to your industry. Ultimately, digital marketing enables you to conduct the research necessary to identify your buyer persona and lets you refine your marketing strategy over time to ensure you're reaching prospects most likely to buy. Best of all, digital marketing helps you market to subgroups within your larger target audience. 2. It's more cost-effective than outbound marketing methods. Digital marketing enables you to track campaigns on a daily basis and decrease the amount of money you're spending on a certain channel if it isn't demonstrating high ROI. The same can be said for traditional forms of advertising. It doesn't matter how your billboard performs, it still costs the same, whether or not it converts for you. Plus, with digital marketing, you have complete control over where you choose to spend your money. Perhaps rather than paying for PPC campaigns, you choose to spend money on design software to create high-converting Instagram content. A digital marketing strategy allows you to continuously pivot, ensuring you're never wasting money on channels that don't perform well. 3. Digital marketing evens the playing field within your industry and allows you to compete with bigger brands. If you work for a small business, it's likely difficult for you to compete with the major brands in your industry, many of which have millions of dollars to invest in television commercials or nationwide campaigns. Fortunately, there are plenty of opportunities to outrank the big players through strategic digital marketing initiatives. For instance, you might identify certain long-tail keywords that relate to your product or service and create high-quality content to help you rank on search engines for those keywords. Search engines don't care which brand is biggest. Instead, search engines will prioritize content that resonates best with the target audience. 4. Digital marketing is measurable. Digital marketing can give you a comprehensive, start-to-finish view of all the metrics that might matter to your company, including impressions, shares, views, clicks, and time on page. This is one of the biggest benefits of digital marketing. While traditional advertising can be useful for certain goals, its biggest limitation is measurability. Unlike most offline marketing efforts, digital marketing allows marketers to see accurate results in real time. If you've ever put an advertisement in a newspaper, you'll know how difficult it is to estimate how many people actually flipped to that page and paid attention to your ad. There's no surefire way to know if that ad was responsible for any sales at all. I hope that you are liking my video. Please subscribe to my channel. Website traffic. With digital marketing, you can see the exact number of people who have viewed your website's homepage in real time by using digital analytics software. You can also see how many pages they visited, what device they were using, and where they came from, amongst other digital analytics data. This intelligence helps you to prioritize which marketing channels to spend more or less time on, based on the number of people those channels are driving to your website. For example, if only 10% of your traffic is coming from organic search, you know that you probably need to spend some time on SEO to increase that percentage. With offline marketing, it's very difficult to tell how people are interacting with your brand before they have an interaction with a salesperson or make a purchase. With digital marketing, you can identify trends and patterns in people's behavior before they've reached the final stage in their buyer's journey, meaning you can make more informed decisions about how to attract them to your website right at the top of the marketing funnel. Content performance and lead generation. Imagine you've created a product brochure and posted it through people's letterboxes. That brochure is a form of content, albeit offline. The problem is that you have no idea how many people opened your brochure or how many people threw it straight into the trash. Now imagine you had that brochure on your website instead. You can measure exactly how many people viewed the page where it's hosted, and you can collect the contact details of those who download it by using forms. Not only can you measure how many people are engaging with your content, but you're also generating qualified leads when people download it. 5. It's easier to adapt and change a digital marketing strategy. A lot of work goes into developing a marketing strategy. Generally, you will follow through with that strategy until completion, allow it to take effect, and then judge its results. However, things do not always go according to plan. You may realize halfway through that a calculation was off, an assumption was incorrect, or an audience did not react how they were expected to. Being able to pivot or adjust a strategy along the way is highly beneficial because it prevents you from having to start over completely. Being able to change your strategy easily is a great benefit of digital marketing. Adapting a digital marketing strategy is a lot easier than other more traditional forms of marketing, like mailers or billboard advertising. 6. Digital marketing can improve your conversion rate and the quality of your leads. As digital marketing makes it simpler to measure your marketing efforts, this makes improving your conversion rate simpler as well. Being able to measure the effectiveness of each tactic helps you develop better strategies. Continuously refining your methods improves your conversion rate. Investing in online marketing ensures that everything is optimized for the highest amount of conversions. 7. You can engage audiences at every stage with digital marketing. It's essential to begin engaging your audience as early as possible. Making a connection at the first stage of the buyer's journey helps push the lead through the customer funnel. Using digital marketing allows you to accomplish that from start to finish and at every point in between. Online channels allow you to follow the entire buying journey of your customers. Understanding and analyzing how customers are moving and operating is important for converting leads. Digital marketing allows you to track them through that process. And, even if they don't convert in the early stages, it at least helps ensure they have made a connection with your business. Join, connect, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video.